finished up by that SCV. But Sheth is not done. He's coming back in to finish the missile turret, and he will get it as well as the SCV. He's going to return home, and look at the creep spread coming out of Liquid Sheth already across the map right now, Sean.
I mean, Sheth doing a very, very nice job, despite the fact that, as we saw, had a very, very near miss with that drop up in the main. I mean, that's the real difference between Select and your average Terran. Select can easily identify when it's time to move in, even though the Zerg player might have everything ready to go. He had the Spine Crawler, had the Zerglings, but the number was a little bit too small. And we see a lot of Banelings still out here for Sheth. And he tries to burrow a Baneling right in the middle of that scan. The Banelings continue to reburrow. The longest scan that was ever seen.
We see some mutas trying to get in and do some damage onto the tanks, but they will get kind of pushed away from the tanks with those Marines. And now this attack should be continuing here. Select might just be waiting for this creep to fall back. He did take out quite a bit of creep tumors. He's moving forward with the tanks. And if we look at the count of Banelings for Sheth, he's morphing in quite a bit right now, Sean.
Got to be really careful. As Terran, though, you've seen burrowed Banelings there before. You don't want them to do damage again. We see a drop from Select. Looks like he wants to do that, but sprinting up, trying to take out these Overlords. Definitely taking out a lot of creep tumors. A couple Marines get picked off. Very tense spot. There's the free medevac if he can get it. It looks like Select is not paying attention. Oh no! He doesn't realize. And there's Sheth with the advance forward. Select's attention is in the middle. The drop gets taken down. There is a drop at the bottom side, but Sheth had more than enough to deal with it.
Oh wow, a ton of Overlords actually be taken out here with Select Marines. 140 of 118 supply, and we're about to see a big attack, but the mutas are actually catching quite a bit of reinforcements off guard. One tank, I think a couple of Marines, as well as a medevac. And this attack is still in effect right now, but Sheth is dealing with it very, very well, picking apart the drops and also the reinforcements from the Terran player. And here he goes again with the muta, Sean.
Coming into the backside, right where the reinforcements are streaming in, but there are a lot of Marines that keep advancing forward. The Marine count is getting dangerously low, though, for Select. He's down to 44, still trying to do drops down at the south end, trying to see where those Mutalisks are. Trying to drop at the opposite side, and oh no, the Mutalisks from Sheth don't look like they are anywhere nearby. And now the drop swings in, and Select is suddenly getting another advantage.
Select in the middle, losing a bunch of lings, but some tanks did shell out some damage onto those Marines. The creep tumors just have been constantly knocked out here, and it is slowly getting back all the way to the Napa. That is so many Banelings and lings in reserves for Sheth, and now is the time, Sean. Here we go.
Select is overrun at the front, but can the tanks continue to keep these Baneling numbers low? Select losing tons of Marines. We see the Mutalisks finally streaming in. The tanks get taken out. Select in a total retreat. More units amazingly still coming up for Sheth. Can Sheth knock out these last remaining Banelings? And another big hit. And it looks like Sheth has repelled this attack all the way back to the base, killing off even the medevac. But he does need to pull back soon, as we see Select has his top expansion up and running, more Zerglings en route. How can Sheth deny this additional expansion for Select? We see more Banelings morphing right now. Sheth might be going for a huge attack. The drop at the south. Looks like it has been very, very effective. Zerglings accidentally rallied in. Sheth needs to avoid those jitters for a few more moments, and he can maybe close out a win.
Here we go with another command center in the main base. Select feels like he needs to take a fourth Red Eye on this time, because he did just deny the third base of Sheth, but two hatcheries being put down here for Sheth for the third and fourth base. Marines picking up some units there in the center. Medevac with no units in it whatsoever, maybe just to kind of confuse Sheth and send some extra mutas back to the base. Quite a bit of Banelings here in the middle. We do see quite a bit burrowed as well here. Not sure if Select will be able to scan for that, but Select might just turtle for now until he can get his fourth base up. Remember, if you're just joining us and you're not too sure where this is in the bracket, this is the winner bracket finals. The winner will be going on to Blizzcon and to the grand finals here at the Bnet North American Invitational.
That is correct, JP. It is match point right now. Sheth and Select tied 1-1. Oh no! These Baneling bombs could be huge, and he scans every single one of them. We see the retreat burrow. Sheth continuing to try to burrow. But it looks like, oh no, does he see those remaining two banelings there?
Sean, look at the supply. 164 for Select and 115 for Sheth right now. 70 SCVs for the Terran player. That is quite a supply disadvantage for the Zerg player.
But with all these banelings continuing to stay burrowed here, Sheth can get a gigantic hit. We see the rescan, and Select with perfect decision making. He has the clairvoyance that he needs, and it looks like one tank down, two tanks, and wow, three tanks get taken down by Sheth, but another brutally timed drop by Select. The drones marching off to their death.
That is probably going to be able to get the hatchery. He's going to try to control it. He does stem once again, and it looks like he's going to lift back up into the medevac, and the mutas are actually pretty far away, so that should be able to hide here in the corner. We see as he's actually doing, what he's doing with those drops is he's making sure the mutas go back and deal with that, and every single time he does, he moves a little bit farther forward with this huge push in the center of the base, and banelings being morphed in at the Zelnok towers, and Select will be able to take them out. Select is just doing so much, and I feel like Sheth has lost so many banelings that were just burrowed, and the drops and the scans keep continuing for Select.
And there it looks like spotting the medevac, a little bit of a break finally for Liquid Sheth. Dignitas Select doing so many drops, but keep in mind, if he loses too much in these drops, then this main push will be much weaker, but the fourth base comfortably established for Select. Main mined out, natural mined out. Basically the same story for Liquid Sheth. Oh, a nice baneling mine there by Sheth.
See +2 about to finish for the vehicle weapons. And of course that will allow them to do much more damage to the banelings and the speedlings. But here goes Select once again. He's going to take out another hatchery, but at the same time he's taking damage down here to his planetary fortress base. The mutas are going to fly into the main, be able to take out some supply depots. 196 of 196 for Select. He's currently in the red. That is just a huge supply count. And Sheth is actually rolling a huge amount of banelings and lings here into a bunch of Marines at his base, but he will be able to take out quite a few Marines himself. And Sean, I think we're about to see another big engagement here.
Sheth is going to have to pull the miracle defense of the century to hold this off. He's going to need to hit this at the perfect angle. Every one of those banelings must land exactly. And it looks like he's moving forward. Oh no, a little bit of disorganization leads to a decimation of that front line. The Mutalists from Sheth trying to swing back around. More and more units out for Select. And now here's the advancement forward, and it looks like Select has a great angle, cleans that up, and Sheth has no more forces remaining, just a small pack of Mutalisks. The drop now taking out that third base once again. Select having his units everywhere in these matches.
Select is single-handedly picking apart all of these bases. We see the Mutas trying to find some straggled tanks. Does that make up a word? Some tanks just out there in the center with no Marines whatsoever around them. He does find one of them, but at the same time, there's just too many forces. Oh, so many Overlords being caught off guard. Oh, the Marines!
No. And there's a good game.
Select is going to Blizzcon, Sean, and no one would have predicted that with how we talked about it in Game 1.
Select feeling great. He has won himself $5,000 at least. He is also advancing to BlizzCon to represent the North American region. Sheth put up an incredible fight in Game 3. Clear disappointment there, but he is not out of this tournament yet. He will fall to the lower bracket to face Liquid Huck for the other spot to BlizzCon.
And that means there.
Whoa, baby!
Oh, he's about to wear the sun
there it
shirt.
Is. Oh!
And that, of course, means that himself and two of his teammates will be going to BlizzCon. 3 Dignitas players, 3 each qualifying from a different invitational show.
Yeah, I mean, that means that there are 3 players from Team Dignitas who will be in the grand finals. And with that sort of remarkable play, I mean, there's no surprise to me that he has earned his spot.
Yeah, well, that was a big surprise to me. I mean, he was not even watching any TVZ matches before that. We gave him so much stuff for that, and Supson, he just demolished Sheth right there, 2-1.
So let's take a look at the brackets to see where we stand right now. There at the far right, you see Dignitas Select now advancing to the grand final. If he gets first place, he gets an additional $5,000 for a total of $10,000 for first place. Liquid Sheth now will play against Liquid Huck. Tragic that the teammate has to knock out the teammate. Both of them have been playing phenomenally in this tournament. But the winner of that will be up against Select in the grand final.
Poor Team Liquid, all throughout MLG, Anaheim. They were just team killing left and right, and now it's about to happen here at the North American Blizzard BattleNet Invitational. Who's going to be able to take that, Sheth or Huck? Both of them have been playing, I believe, quite a bit against each other in practice sessions. But now it's going to be for all the marbles here. As one of them will be going to BlizzCon, and one of them will be going home.
So as we see, best of 3 between Huck and Sheth. The winner will be up against Select, where the person from the lower bracket needs to only win one best of 3. The person from the winners needs to win 2. The person from the lower bracket needs to win 2 best of 3s. The winner needs to win 1 best of 3. And that next match, for any of you wondering, if you can get a chance to take a brief break, it will be up at 3 p.m. Pacific. It is currently 2:41 Pacific, so there will be a little bit of break time. And in that period, not only can you use the restroom, maybe get a delicious bottle of water, but also tell everyone you know that Huck vs. Sheth is about to happen.
And of course, go over to twitter.com/itmayjp, twitter.com/day9tv. Include us in your tweet, as well as the hashtag here, which is, of course, #SC2BI.
That will allow you to pop into the conversation.
Yeah. Let us know what you think of the tournament. Let us know if you are at all surprised by Select taking out Sheth. I am JP McDaniel.
And I'm Day 9. We'll see you in 20 minutes with the lower bracket final to decide who will be the second player to advance to BlizzCon.